Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing the March 2021 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So, let's see. Where do we start? This is still a general collective reading, so keep in mind that if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not for you. If it's not, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. Also keep in mind that it can start resonating later. This is fortune telling, so it may start to make sense to you later because it hasn't happened yet. If that's the case, you can come back and rewatch any of the videos on my channel anytime. You're more than welcome to do that. You can join us over on Patreon for extendeds, and I'm working on other avenues to bring you more readings in various types of formats. Excuse me. All right, that being said, if you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, and share. It makes the channel grow exponentially. All right. So there we go. I'm going to start with an oracle card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I've pre-shuffled the cards so we don't have to. You don't have to listen to me shuffle. And it has Beaver Spirit, and it's saying lay a solid foundation. Okay, lay a solid foundation. There we go. And then we have Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, okay? So, Angels and Ancestors. I'm going to take two from this deck. I use Oracle cards because they're very powerful in their own right. And they seem to coordinate with the tarot portion of the reading most of the time. Not always, but most of the time they do. It's like they highlight certain points that Spirit wants you to really focus on those in those readings. Okay, so we have Drum, and it's telling you to dream and journey. Oops. All right, and then I have one more for Aquarius, please. Whoops, I jumped out. It says traveler. Move in a new direction. Okay? Telling you to move in a new direction. So I do a 5-position spread. And, they're not straight, sorry. It's a 5-position spread. And it's past, present, future. Advice from Spirit. And the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. So our first card out. Oh, that's cool. Is the Four of Cauldrons. Okay, so you're very focused on something, 3 somethings, and you may not notice that Spirit is trying to bring you a gift, okay? This person has their back up against a power wall. Those are all symbols that have magical power in them. And whether he just doesn't want or he just doesn't see is the question. Okay, I mean, sometimes they don't want to see. Okay, and then the present is the Lover's card. All right, that's the high major arcana. It is talking about a deep spiritual love. Okay. Sorry. Then we have walking away. All right, sometimes when we're in these types of relationships, it does us well to walk away. Not because you're angry or hurt or anything. You might have to walk away from something to get to that spiritual love. Sometimes, sorry, I'm thirsty. Sometimes you just have to think, because you have intentions out here that you've already set. It's dark. You can't see it. You're in the middle of eclipse. It's like you can't feel your way. You can't see your way. And we don't know. This is the tide could have come in and contaminated all of those cauldrons. So, the person is walking away. People sometimes do that in the middle of a successful career, or they've made they just walk away from everything. Mostly it doesn't have to be that drastic. I mean, that could just be you closing yourself off for a little while and taking time to rest and recharge, okay? Because you have to lay a solid foundation, Okay, this is where you dream. This is where you journey. This is where you set your intentions. And this is where you move in a new direction. Because when you do that, you go into hermit mode. And then you find out what it is you really want. Okay? And you get some rest. You really do recharge your batteries. We all need to do that sometimes. And Spirit is telling you that you need to end a cycle. This is the beginning of a new cycle. You're ending a cycle. Well, you've ended a cycle. That's the beginning of the new one. Whoops. A card in there. That's kind of cool. I wonder what that one is. Alright. That card was the Nine of Pentacles, by the way. Alright. And if you do that, you will be able to stay on this path. You're not going to be able to move through this path. You're facing your fears, but I mean, we face fears every day. It's a part of moving forward. You got building up and tearing down. That's an everyday process. The tree grows, the tree dies. The worms and the bugs and the beetles and whatnot, they all break that back down, and then it goes back into the earth and it becomes fertilizer and it grows another tree. It's building up, it's tearing it down and building it up. Okay? So, but I think a lot of it that's the two trees. But that has more to do, I don't think it's so much to do with being afraid, it's more to do with just walking through and staying on your path. You got a lot of things to be afraid of out there, but those two are young, for one, and two, they're mesmerized by the moon. They're not even going to see you walk by. Okay? Alright, so let's get some clarity on some of this stuff. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Ace of Wands. And that's a passionate new beginning. Okay? And it's warning you, you're getting a new beginning. You're getting a new cycle. You've completed a lesson. You've learned something. And now it's time for you to lay a solid foundation for the next cycle. Okay? You have to dream and journey. So when you're dreaming, that's when you're putting out your intentions. Okay? And you're changing course, I feel like. I feel like you're changing your course. Ouch. Sorry. Okay. I'm not going to take that one because it literally fell off the deck because I was moving it. It was the Six of Cups, however. It was the past. Okay, so please tell me more about the Four of Cauldrons for Aquarius. The moon, okay. Well, apparently, whatever it was, you faced your fears and you moved through it. You moved on through the cycle, okay. So you've been here before. So... Alright, one more. And you had a tower, okay? And that may be why this one here was afraid to move forward, because I had a tower moment. So they're looking at Spirit like, no, I don't want to move any further. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to. Nope, nope, nope. And Spirit's like, yep. So, in the present, though, it looks like you're finding, okay, now a spiritual love can be best friends. This can be a high soulmate. This can be, well, I try not to get into twin flames too much. It's hard energy. It's hard on my heart, okay? So, you're going to be getting some kind of communication. It's a page energy, all right? But it's something creative and dynamic. They want to create and be dynamic. And you may get more than one message, because if you look, there are 2 cardinals on that fence, okay? And there's flowers. So this may be like in spring. Okay, I know we're coming into spring. This is March. This could be March, April, May. Alright. I usually associate cardinals with winter and messages from the other side. Okay, and it's Four of Pentacles. So you're trying to hold on. You may be trying to hold on to your money, or you might be trying to hold on to that love. Okay. But in the end, you're going, oh yeah. You're going to have to walk away if you want true love. Because you've got to be clear on what you're looking for. You've got to end old cycles. You can't be carrying all that garbage around. That's way too much. That's the part about laying a solid foundation. So you just kind of go into yourself. Besides that, a lot of times we just need to rest. I mean, literally. All right, because you are the wounded warrior. You've had to battle for every one of those wands behind you. Okay, and you don't know what to look for. You know that there's another one out there, but you don't know if it's friend or foe. But if it's out there, it is most likely the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning. Okay, it's a passionate new beginning. Okay, and to go into this new cycle, that takes a lot. It's really hard. It takes a lot of strength. Okay, but you have the strength to do this. You have the strength to move forward. One more for Aquarius. Okay, and it's telling you to move forward and don't look back. And the reason that you can move forward and not look back is when you go into hermit mode, when you walk away like that, rest and recharge, you heal yourself. Okay, usually the hermit card's not too far behind it, and then you have rebirth. Okay, that would be how it would go in, in real life. Okay, so Spirit's advice is for you to go into the next cycle. Go move forward. It takes a lot of strength, and it takes you having healed enough to not look back. Okay? It is asking you to stay on your path, because this will bring you justice. Now that can be spiritual justice, okay, or it can be justice in the judicial system. Okay, if you might have a lawsuit, or you might have something and not even know it's coming. Okay, so but it will make you happy, because there's a sun at the bottom of that. Okay, and you will have learned how to be the Nine of Cups. You will have learned how to be happy inside. You learn how to love yourself, and that lays a really solid foundation for you to love someone else. Okay, so this will be a passionate new beginning. And when it says passion, it doesn't have to be a love affair or a love. Okay, it can be a passionate, creative new beginning. You might be just flipping switch and jumping into a new career. Okay, and again, you have rest and recharge, or rest and reflect. This is like doing a life review. This is back here with this 8. To get here, you need to know what you want. What is your wish fulfillment? Where am I at right now? Where am I going? Why? And what is it that I truly want? What's going to make me happy? Okay. And then once you're able to do that, you can start working on the steps to making yourself that way, to make your plans. And then you can literally step onto your path, because Spirit's going to guide you. And you will see things from a higher perspective. See the birds? Okay, and the sun. The sun, again, that's the happiness. It's going to illuminate your path. You're going to see it very clearly. You will know. There comes a time in your life where you will know. You just know it's the right thing to do. Okay? And you have the stag. And the stag is representing your ancestors. That's they can help you. They can guide you. They can show you. They can show you the light. But what they can't do is push you into it. Okay, so keep that in mind, and you may be moving in a new direction. A lot of people are doing that right now. A lot of people have, between COVID and shutting down pipelines and this and that, all these things that everybody's shutting down, They're not taking into the consequences of the lives that they're ruining and the help that um, you can't shut things down that quickly. You have people now scrambling for jobs. We've had hard freezes. We've had so much trouble in Houston. A lot of people are losing everything. A lot of people have already lost their lives. Okay? And it wasn't from COVID, it was from the hard freezes. It's because the electricity was skyrocketing. Okay? And people couldn't afford their bills. There's just so a lot of people are just going to have to leave to start all over again. Okay? And that's my point that I've been getting to. Okay? It's not trying to be a political force or anything of that nature, but we've gone through some drastic changes in 2020, and 2021, while it's turned out to be a whole lot better, we still have problems. Okay? We still having problems, and you may find maybe one of those situations, even if it doesn't hit you directly. Even if it doesn't hit you directly, you may find that you have to move in a new direction because it brought to light something inside of you, or that you are, let's say you're in the medical field, or you're in emergency relief. You might be linemen. Linemen are coming in from all over the country to restring lines and electric power all over. I live in an area that was affected by that freeze, and my electric bill is double. And I'm lucky, and so is my water bill, is double. And I'm one of the very lucky ones. I didn't have any serious repercussions from it other than some financial. It's going to put some financial discomfort, but there's a lot of reasons why people move in a new direction. Maybe somebody was touched by other people suffering and decide to change their career, or you might want to change your major and become an immunologist or whatever. There's so many things that can happen, but whatever this is, okay, and whatever that pentacle is that you're tending, you need to move forward with it, because this could be a new business, this could be anything, this could be love, but whatever it is, it's going to bring you your happiness. This will bring you ultimate happiness. All right. So I'm going to pull some Archangel messages and see if I can get you a little more clear. I can't tell you what it is, but okay? And that there is probably love coming in for you. But just stay creative. You have a passionate new beginning coming, but you do have to do that life review. Okay? And that way you can lay a solid foundation. And then you can move in a new direction. Okay? The moving in a new direction, oddly could be there's construction in your area, so you have to go to work another way, and you stop at a store in the morning and you run into the love of your life. It can be something as convoluted as that, where you may not have met them any other time. Okay, so Archangel Hanio, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Okay, and sometimes people do make really drastic changes, but sometimes you don't have to make like massive changes. Don't read the tarot like it's a soap opera. Okay, it can be very life changing. Okay, but these towers, like this tower, that can be as simple as example, my daughter had a flat tire. We called roadside assistance. Luckily, it was freezing cold outside, so luckily it happened while she was at home. But we could not get her jack to work. Okay, and so blah blah blah. Friend's husband came over and fixed the tire, got the tire fixed for her, and followed her to work, etc. Changed the tire, and well, actually, I got the tire fixed. But the point is it taught us teamwork. Okay, it taught us that we had friends that we could rely on, and it was a shake-up because she could have had that tire could have blown out when where she was going. Okay, so they can be minor things that cause major realizations. Does that make sense? So we now know how to work the jack exactly, and we also know that we know to check the tires and tire stems, valve stems, but check the tires before we move anywhere. I mean, you would think at my age I would know that, but it never occurred to me. So I'm not trying to dwell on the tire thing, but it's a good example. It doesn't have to be a huge thing to be a tower. What it did do was change energy. We know that her boss knows that she's very dependable and loyal, and did not have a problem with the being late. We did, however, have a problem with roadside assistants never showing up and saying that they were on their way. 2 hours later, we were still stuck. So luckily she wasn't outside in the cold, but still, again, the point goes to, we changed the way we take care of her vehicle. We got her a different jack. We've got it where she is comfortable. She can change her own tire if she needs to. And she now carries fix-a-flat and things like that. But it was a major tower moment because it could have been really, really bad. And it wasn't, but we did change our direction, So sometimes it can be something small like that can change you, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but it can. Clear your space. Archangel Jophiel, get rid of the clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have victory. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Okay? And that's one of the hardest things that we have, is having faith. Because our ego likes to second guess everything. So I hope this helps guide you along your way. It's kind of scary sometimes when you're going through a cycle change into a new change and finding your path. But I truly think that you're opening into a new direction. And it was a direct cause of that tower moment. And don't forget, tower cards are just a really strong change in energy. Okay, it's a drastic change in energy. It can be good. You can win the lottery. That's a tower moment. It's a drastic change in energy. So it doesn't always have to be bad. Everybody has a bad perception. But it will bring you to victory, okay? So my advice is to just know that you are going to be happy when you move through this. Whatever this is, it's going to teach you to love yourself, and you will create something. You're focusing on something, okay? And it's telling you, lay a solid foundation so you don't have a tower moment, okay? And don't be afraid. Move forward. They're with you, okay? All right. So, oh, wow, and it's 7-11. So I want to thank you for listening to the readings, and I hope you follow Spirit's advice and let the cycle go ahead and change and move in whatever direction it is that you want to. You will have victory, okay? And like I said, if you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the little bell icon, and you'll be notified whenever I upload readings. And with all that said, if you want to join me over at Patreon for your extended, you're more than welcome. If this is where we part, love and light, and I hope you have a great day, Aquarius.